What's going on, guys? I got a question the other day about where I'm at in the process of attending ASU, so we're going to talk a little bit about that in today's video. Stay tuned. Yep, I'm into these stupid things now. They taste good. Judge me. Gonna make some steak. Look at how good I did. So now I'm gonna go get some water. We'll start talking about ASU. When I started driving for Uber, it wasn't even a thought in my mind to go to school. I was just thinking that it might be a good way to increase my income. I started driving November 2018, and in May I got a notification saying you could go to school tuition free with Uber. And so I was like, oh dang, what is that about? Uber introduced Uber Pro, which is a tier system for rating drivers based on a point system. You'll earn 1 point for trips during like off hours, like 12 to 5, and then from like 5 to 10, you can earn like 3 points. And the highest tier, what I'm at right now, you have to earn 1,200 points in a 3-month period. So this is Uber Pro. I guess I'm actually Diamond. So you see, you have to earn 1,200 points in a 3-month period in order to qualify for Diamond. You can see I'm already at 800 with a month to go. So it's not very hard to earn points, especially if you're a full-time driver. Then we'll go down here. You can click on 100% tuition coverage to ASU, and then it'll show you like at what tiers you can qualify to get this benefit. It says drivers who complete 3,000 lifetime trips and have gold, platinum, or diamond status can enroll and get tuition coverage. So basically, if you maintain any one of the tiers, you can qualify to get this benefit. The hardest thing is that 3,000 trips right there. So I started driving full-time in November 2018, like I said. And I qualified for the tuition benefit at the end of February of this year. Almost took me a year and a half to get to that 3,000 trip mark. 3,000 trips over the course of a year, that comes out to be a little bit less than 10 trips a day. But that can be really hard to do if you're having a slow day. And I was doing rideshare at the time. I switched over to Uber Eats. I'm not doing rideshare anymore. I'm not having to deal with people being slow and being weird, and so I can be a lot more frequent with the trips I take. And the point system works the same whether you're doing Uber, the rideshare, or doing Uber Eats. Earning the points comes down to, will your city be busy enough so that you can take 10 trips a day? With COVID-19 and everything, I think in Dallas you would probably be better off just doing Uber Eats in order to qualify to get this benefit, because your trips are super frequent. You earn more points in a shorter time, but depending on where you are, that won't be the case. If this is something that you are intrigued by, you basically just have to do it. You basically just have to test it out, see if you can get to that 10 trip a day level, and then just put your head down and go to work, and understand that it might be a year and a half, 2 years before you even get qualified for this benefit. But the way I think about it is the time is going to pass anyway. You might as well be working towards a goal, especially if you don't have another plan. There are better things to do besides this. Obviously isn't for everybody, but if education has always been something that you've wanted to do, this is an awesome option. They're paying the whole thing. Once you qualify for the benefit and just get linked up in the system to ASU and all that, you'll be contacted by an enrollment advisor. They will guide you through the entire process. It's really easy. Filling out your FAFSA is probably the most complicated part of the college admissions process because everything is handled by the government now. It's not handled by private banks or anything like that. It took quite a bit of time for my financial aid to actually go through and for the benefit to show up. There are a couple important things here that you should know once your FAFSA goes through and you see your financial aid breakdown. Uber covers any costs, any tuition over and above any grants that you receive. If you receive a grant, that's just money that Uber doesn't have to pay. I qualified for both grants and loans. What you'll want to do is just decline the loans. That's really important that you decline any student loans that are offered to you because you will be paying to borrow that money. You will be paying interest to go to school, which you don't need to do because you've already qualified for 100% tuition paid. At this point, I've applied and been accepted under a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy with a focus on morality, politics, and law. But this whole thing is a process. It's not set in stone. Like in the past, I've gotten really hung up on the details about how is this gonna work? What's the actual process? I need to know every single detail before I move forward. You can always change course if you need to, but staying stuck worrying about how it all works doesn't work. You should know that Uber will only pay for 135 credits. So that should be something that you think a little more carefully about, is making sure that you'll be able to complete a degree within that 135 credit limit that Uber is willing to pay for. There's no restrictions on taking summer classes. It doesn't matter how you get it done. Uber doesn't care, but they limit you to 135 credits. With a typical degree, you'll complete about 120 credits. So you have 15 credits of leeway. So you don't need to take out any loans if you do qualify for this benefit through Uber. They will pay your tuition over and above any grants that you receive, and that 135 credit limit, and then just maintaining your points. You qualify for this benefit at gold, platinum, and diamond status. So as long as you maintain that status throughout the time that you're attending ASU, you will still qualify for this benefit. So that's basically it. I'm basically just waiting to start in the fall, starting in August. I'll be communicating with academic advisors about any questions that I have about the course material that I need to take. I understand the requirements of my degree. Now it's just a matter of how I want to structure that, how many classes I want to take at a time. Do I want to do summer classes or not? Things like that. If you have any specific questions about the tuition benefit through Uber to go to ASU, just comment below, or you can DM me on any of the platforms where you know I'm available, and get free college through Uber. So I'll keep you posted about how it goes. That's all for today's video, guys. We'll catch you later.